Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at something else I enjoy doing. I have another hobby I love. Like I said, I love trains. As you've seen in the last video, we did an unboxing of the Ruby steam locomotive. But like I said, I love trains, and I also love flying drones and helicopters. If you own a drone and you know anything about the drones having GPS and how good they hold in the sky, well, these two right here do the exact same thing as a drone, just doesn't have a video camera. This one here is the mini-size Airwolf. If you are familiar with the TV show from back in the 80s, these two models are the Airwolf helicopter. I love the movie, or the show. I grew up watching that as a kid. I used to have little models of these helicopters as well, and but in the last, I don't know, couple of years or so, they have finally came out with the Airwolf in GPS. So this is the mini helicopter, which has a lot more detail. You can see all the rivets on this one, and it's just very highly detailed. Has a light back here on the back of this helicopter. This light will let you know when the GPS is locked in. It will turn a solid green color, and then you know you're good to go. It also has lights on the side of the aircraft. It has a red light and a green light on this side here. This one has all the machine guns and things like that as well, just like the one in the movie. And it comes in a nice case, which I'll try to show in a minute. Let's see here. With this deal, is very nice because you get this nice case to carry it around in, and this is the controller that operates the mini-size Airwolf. I love this controller. It has a display screen that lights up, and it'll let you know which direction the aircraft is facing in. So it'll let you know if it's north, south, east, or west. It will also fly in a figure 8 mode and circle mode, if you wish. But for me, a lot of times I don't use that. I have occasionally. Mostly I just like to fly them. And the really cool thing is it will hover wherever you put it, and when the GPS is locked in. And it also has return to home, which I think is very awesome to have in case something happens, just like a drone. You never know, but they will return home. I have tested that, and I think that is very neat. And the controllers are basically about the same. This one here mainly just tells you if you have GPS. It doesn't really tell you which direction you're in, but it has everything else, the same features. When you start this controller for the big helicopter, you want all your switches in the upright position. Once you get everything on, you want to flip this toggle switch on this side in the middle to GPS. And then your green light will come on in the back, which will start up the aircraft. Now, this helicopter, this Airwolf, is a lot bigger. This is a 450 size Airwolf helicopter. And when you start this bad boy up, it sounds just like the real thing. And I will show you, to get to the battery, here's the battery that goes into this aircraft. This helicopter will fly around about 20-25 minutes of flight time. This mini-size helicopter will fly about 10 to 15 minutes, which is not too bad, and will give you enough time to have some fun with it. The battery on this one, the cargo bike, the battery on this model is underneath the helicopter, and when you press the button here on the bottom, the lights will come on green, indicating that it is ready to start. This one takes a lithium battery, and like I said, it'll last you about 20-25 minutes, give or take. So anyway, and to put the nose back on, it just clips right in and it's good to go. So let's go ahead and try to see if we can get these up in there. Alright, so now we're going to power up the transmitter here. It'll light up like that, showing the helicopter, and it'll tell you which direction the helicopter is facing in once we turn it on. Now we're going to try to power it up. You'll just hold down. And you'll hear that. And now there is a light here on the back that is flashing. And right now we're looking for GPS. So until we get some satellites in there, we won't be able to go. Right up here on the remote, will tell you when you have satellites and how many you have. This tells you how the battery is on the helicopter itself. And we also have one over here that tells you about the transmitter. Right now, it looks like we've almost got GPS. Still waiting here for a green light to stay on. And it's locked in with 16 satellites. So now we should be ready to power up. There she is, folks. The Airwolf. This is the mini-size version of the Airwolf. I'm going to try to fly it by real close and get a good look at it. Check out the afterburners on it in the back. Trying to fly it around close so you can see it really good. But if you've ever watched the movie Airwolf, that's what it looks like. To the T. I also removed the wheels on both of these because in the movie, when you see the Airwolf flying, you don't never see the wheels. Very rarely do you ever see the wheels down. So I removed the wheels so it looks just like the movie. And here's what it looks like underneath. That's what the underneath part it looks like. You got the missile launchers underneath there. It's just a very neat little miniature helicopter. Now we're going to bring it in for a landing here. And once you hit the ground, you just want to kick the switch to unlock the lock, and it'll shut the blades off. Here she goes. Nice and steady. Alright, so now we've flown the little helicopter. Now let's fly the big one. Now this one, like I said, it sounds just like the real thing when it comes on. But to power it up, there's two starter buttons. I'm gonna press them now. And you wanna make sure all your switches are in the upright position. Now we will connect the battery. Put everything together. It gets warmed up. And now we want to switch this one, the home switch, to GPS. We will now wait for this little light in here to stop flashing and turn green. Once we have a signal, it will turn green, we'll have GPS, and we'll be ready to fly. And now we have GPS. It takes a while sometimes. So, to get this started, you see the controls. Okay. And listen to the aircraft when it starts up. But anyway, to start it up, you want to pull these two joysticks downward and hold it for 5 seconds. And then you'll flip the stop switch to run, which will power up the motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's what it sounds like. RC Airwolf. Ready? Here we go. Yeah. And that is what the Airwolf looks like. And it has GPS in it just like the little one. And here is the Airwolf, 450 size helicopter. It's hovering in midair right now. It's the only way I can get a video shot of it. But really nice helicopter. Listen to the sound of that. Just like the real helicopter. Now she's in GPS return to home and will now land right where she took off from. Check this out. So my battery, I didn't have it fully charged today. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And you just power off the motors and that's it. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed a look at both helicopters in flight. I know this one was a little bit quicker. I was actually going to fly it the other day, but it got really bad windy, so I didn't stay up in the air long, and I thought I still had enough battery to fly a little longer. But anyway, it does fly for about 20-25 minutes on a good battery. But at least you did get to see the return to home feature, though, that it will do that. Once it's in the air, it'll return home just like a drone. And but the aircraft is really neat. If you're into drones, I highly recommend picking up one of the two helicopters. They're a lot of fun to play with. So anyway, I guess that's going to be it for today. And I just want to thank everybody so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.